If you're interested in learning about the childhood experiences that led to a fraternal order becoming part of a mission to help achieve Black economic independence, then my Black History Short about Maggie Lena Walker's early life is for you. Hi, and thank you for tuning into Noir Histoire. I'm Natasha, and in this episode, I'll be sharing what I've learned about Maggie Lena Walker's early life, covering the period of July 15, 1864 to 1902. Note that she lived until 1934, so be sure to tune in to next week's episode where I'll discuss her later life. She was a notable businesswoman, nationality, American. Elizabeth Draper was a formerly enslaved woman who earned a living as a cook in the Richmond, Virginia household of an abolitionist. It was in that household that Draper met Eccles Cutbirth, an Irish-born Confederate soldier who spent some time in the estate. It's unclear what exactly was the nature of Elizabeth and Eccles' situation, but while they were never married, Elizabeth gave birth to Cutbirth's child, Maggie Lena Draper. Sometime after Draper's birth, Elizabeth married William Mitchell, who was the estate's butler. While Eccles was the child's biological father, William raised her as his own, and she became Maggie Lena Mitchell. The couple went on to have a son when Mitchell was about 6 years old. Eventually, William found a job at a prestigious hotel, which enabled the family to leave the estate and rent a home of their own. Unfortunately, William was found dead in the James River in February of 1876. He had drowned, and the death was ruled a suicide, though Elizabeth believed that he had been murdered, and Mitchell later stated that she believed the same. William's death caused a financial hardship, which resulted in a great change of fortune for the family. To support herself and the two children, Elizabeth began taking in laundry, which Mitchell helped to deliver after it had been washed. While making deliveries, Mitchell noticed the disparity between the humble circumstances of her family and the Black community and the relative comfort of the white families whose homes she visited. Mitchell was able to get an education at the new public schools that had been established for Black people after the Civil War. It was during this period that she also joined the Independent Order of St. Luke, the IOSL, a fraternal order that provided support for the sick or deceased and also promoted and encouraged financial and social progress for Black people. She found work as a teacher after graduating, but had to leave her job after a few years, per the school's policy which barred married women from working at the school. Mitchell had met and married Armstead Walker Jr., a successful brick contractor, and became Maggie Lena Walker. Their marriage produced 3 sons, though one would die in infancy, and an adopted daughter. The family moved to a 9-room house in the Jackson Ward neighborhood, which would eventually expand to almost 30 rooms. Walker divided her time between the IOSL and taking care of the children and household. By 1899, Walker had worked her way up in the IOSL to be elected into the organization's highest position of leadership. In her time with the organization, Walker reached out to Black youths to help them build self-confidence and get them involved in the organization as well as the community. Her ascent to the leadership role was bittersweet, as it came when the organization was teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. Walker would guide the IOSL through this period of uncertainty and for the rest of her life. While Walker was working as a teacher, she'd also been taking classes in accounting and business. Upon assuming control of the IOSL, she used these skills to ensure the organization's financial solvency. She formed a vision for how the organization could help the Black community achieve financial independence and self-determination through its creation of various Black-owned businesses. Because segregation limited educational and employment opportunities for Black people, Black women were often limited to domestic-type jobs such as cooking, cleaning, and laundry. A major part of Walker's future plans for the order was a focus on Black economic independence. This included providing Black women with more options for earning higher incomes in jobs that were less physically demanding. Thanks for tuning in. Show notes and sources are available on the Noir Histoire website via the link in the episode description. I'm working on creating downloadables and infographics, so keep an eye on the website. These Black History Shorts are released every Tuesday, so if you enjoyed this episode and want more, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and check out my Black History Shorts playlist.